Local, state, and federal agencies are working together in a security operation to protect hundreds of thousands of football fans descending on Atlanta ahead of Sunday's Super Bowl. The operation has been 2 years in the making and is expected to cost the federal government millions of dollars. CBS News law enforcement and security analyst Paul Viollis is in Atlanta, and he joins us now. So, Paul, what is the biggest concern when it comes to Super Bowl security?
Elaine, there's no question this is the crown jewel of all special events that we see in 1 year. The largest concern that all law enforcement has is that of a terrorist attack on this particular soil. Given the amount of media coverage that there will be, that is the primary concern of all law enforcement agencies. That's why they've been planning and preparing for the last 2 years.
So then what security measures have already been put in place?
You know, Elaine, I was here today and attended a couple of press conferences. What I found fascinating was that we have the largest exterior perimeter for this event than any other Super Bowl in the past, from what I've been told. 7 miles of fence surround this entire campus. They have had over 52 agencies working for the last 2 years preparing for this. So the amount of due diligence that's gone in from a threat assessment standpoint to the holistic preparation from access control, badging, the vetting of vendors, right down to protecting from a biological attack. All of that has been planned for and is in place right here in Atlanta.
Well, at a news conference Wednesday, Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen spoke about human trafficking around the game. Let's listen.
Right.
We're also ensuring that criminals don't use these events to exploit the most vulnerable among us. So we are conducting proactive human trafficking enforcement operations as we speak. And I'm proud to say, thanks to our efforts, we have already rescued 4 victims, made 33 arrests, and have trained businesses and state and local entities to spot the signs of trafficking.
Paul, why is trafficking a major focus?
Well, Elaine, for events such as this, there are so many people in one large area, it becomes more of a target-rich environment for those that wish to perpetrate the act of human trafficking. Taking someone against their will in a large crowd, removing them from parents or other type of guardians, and getting out through a crowd. That's why Homeland Security, as well as Atlanta Police Department and the FBI, have put very, very strong measures in place here. I can't speak to specifically, but I can say a lot of strong measures in place, which obviously is illustrated by Homeland Security's 33 arrests based on 4 victims just in the last 3 days.
So, Paul, what should people look out for when it comes to trafficking?
Keep your children close to you. Elaine, I can't emphasize this enough. Our viewers need to understand. I don't care how old your children are. Keep them close to you. Make sure that you have some type of communication protocol in place. If they get lost, if they get separated for any period of time, they know where to meet you and when to meet you. And under no circumstances should they, for any reason, go with anyone else other than you. It's critical. That's what these people are looking for right now. They're looking for the easy way out, and parents and guardians need to know you can't give it to them. Keep the kids close by you at all times.
Yeah, it's such an important message because you can see how people would let their guard down in a situation like that. So, Paul, about how much is Super Bowl security expected to cost the federal government this year, and where do they get the funds?
Well, you know, the funds are brought in. Federal funding, as well as the city of Atlanta, are all putting into this. The question is, does the NFL put into it? And I haven't really gotten an answer. I've asked that several times, whether they're putting in, and if so, how much. But you're looking in the tens of millions of dollars for an operation like this. I mean, just think about it, Elaine. You've got 50 separate agencies. You've got over 10,000 people that are working this particular event. Just do the math, not counting physical security, artificial intelligence that's put inside the cameras, etc. The amount of security that's put in here is magnanimous, to say the least. I can't even imagine the total cost, but the biggest question here is the NFL putting in on this? That's something I'd like to know, and I haven't gotten an answer to that yet.
All right, a very good question. Paul Viollis. Paul, thanks very much.
Always a pleasure, Lynn.